Module 6.1 Compare Documents. When all documents are loaded and your project is set up, start the comparison. Click on the Compare button located in the toolbar at the top of the TVT window. It is also accessible under Project in the menu bar. The comparison process usually takes only a few seconds. On completion, each deviation is surrounded by a red border. A detailed list of the deviations is displayed in the Deviation list within the project window. The status bar at the bottom right of the window displays the 3 types of deviations that the TVT has identified, as well as the critical words and the images, and indicates their count. If the critical word list is not selected, information about the critical word list does not appear. All buttons in the status bar can be toggled, allowing you to switch between the different types of deviation in the deviation list. To activate more than one type of deviation at the same time, use the Control key when selecting it with the left mouse button. When all deviations, critical word and image occurrences have been edited, the count color changes from red to blue. TVT counts the number of deviations in content and text order, hyphenated words, critical words, and images. These may be errors or acceptable differences and must be reviewed and marked as acceptable or error by the user. Text deviations. Dev. You can toggle the highlighting of text deviations on and off with the Dev button in the status bar. Text deviations are differences in the text of the compared documents. These differences can be unmapped text. This type of deviation is marked in yellow and refers to words that are found in both documents but in different contexts or positions. Unmatched text. This type of deviation is marked in orange and occurs when text is found in one document but not in the other. The text cannot be mapped because it is not found in the compared document. The copy may include text that was not present in the original manuscript, or a change may have occurred in the sequence of characters. For example, a word may be misspelled in the copy so that it's not recognized as a match in the original document. Warnings. Warnings refer to predefined groups of characters that may or may not be acceptable and therefore must be checked by the user. Warnings may be given about, for example, spacing, quotation marks, and bullet points. The groups of characters indicated in a warning may be tolerable. Nevertheless, the TVT marks these deviations as warnings. If characters indicated in a warning are tolerable, they can be ignored by unchecking the appropriate box in the warning settings. Clones. If the copy contains multiple instances of identical text, the duplicate text areas are called clones. A clone is the exact copy of an already mapped text. Clones are only supported under the project setting Cartons. The appearance of clones is only checked in the copy document, not in the original. Clones are framed in blue reference boxes in contrast to insertions, which are framed in red. If a word in a clone is selected, a blue arrow points towards the word in the clone's master text. By selecting a clone in the deviation list or by double-clicking on the clone itself, arrows are shown for all words of the clone. Upon manual mapping or unmapping text, all clones are recalculated. If a clone loses its master text through unmapping, it is converted into an insertion. Order breaks, OB. Text flow deviations are marked by order break indicators. Order break indicators track any changes to the flow or sequence of the text. There are 2 different kinds of order break indicators. Right-facing arrow marks the start of a continuously mapped text block, named Order Break Before. Left-facing arrow marks the end of a continuously mapped text block, named Order Break After. Since the information they provide is very important, the order break indicators are always visible. If the order break button in the status bar is toggled on and an order break is selected by using the Select mode, red and blue arrows indicate the flow of text in the documents. For order break after, the blue arrow points to the following word in the original, while the red one points to the following word in the copy. For order break before, the blue arrow starts at the previous word in the original, while the red one starts at the previous word in the copy. The order break arrows are only shown if their calculated origin and target are on the same page. A table break is a special kind of order break. In this case, the order in a table is broken. Hyphenated words. Hype. Hyphenated words are marked in blue when the Hype button in the status bar is checked. Please note that the TVT does not determine whether a hyphenation is placed correctly. It marks all hyphenations that are present in one document, but not in the other. It is up to the proofreader to check the position of the hyphen and decide if a word division is correct. Critical words. Crit. Critical words are marked in blue when the Crit button in the status bar has been activated. Both critical words and hyphenations are highlighted in the same colour blue. If the critical word function and the hyphenation function are simultaneously active, all marked words will be highlighted in the same colour. Reference boxes. Following the comparison process, the text verification tool displays a thin black line around blocks of text that have a counterpart in the other document. If there is a deviation in the text, this box is drawn in red.